Hi everyone and welcome back to the Colour Cave where we like to play with art stuff. My name is Jem and I didn't really want to have another talky video so soon after Cavemas, but a lot of stuff's piled up and there's a few things that I need your input on, so I figured I might as well do it sooner rather than later. So I'm going to try and keep these as short as possible, and the things that require your input I'm going to cover off first because I know a lot of you aren't that keen on watching this type of video, so we'll just get straight in. I just wanted to say thank you for the lovely warm welcome back I got after Cavemas and taking a little break. It seems like some of you really missed me, which is really nice feeling. Really lovely. And also welcome to all our new subscribers. We're up over 6,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely fabulous. The things that I need your input on. First of all, I've been ruminating away about the stash shop and things are going quite well with it and it's doing a lot better than I thought it would. And what I'm finding now is we have this £50 limit on saving up the money, so to speak, and then making a video with it. We are getting to the stage where we're hitting that £50 target fairly quickly, especially as I tend to put items up in the stash shop in waves. And obviously it's a combination of having more items in the stash shop but also having more of you guys to buy things as well. I was kind of thinking about alternating between saving up some money and doing a video the way that we've been doing, and then saving up some money and possibly giving it to some different art charities. It is just an idea at this stage, but I want to know what you guys think of this suggestion. I'm very much a person that believes in balance, and I think in terms of the channel and the money situation with the channel is paying for itself, and the money that's come from the stash shop always goes back into the channel. And I just feel that we're at a place now where we can still enjoy the viewers, you guys, picking things to, you know, for me to buy and do videos on. But I just feel as if we're at the stage now where we could give a little bit something back to someone that maybe needs it a little bit more than us. I've always said that art should be accessible to everyone, and it's one of these things that I feel quite strongly about. If you have any suggestions of that, or you think it's a good idea or even a bad idea, please let me know down in the comments. Any input at this stage is very much appreciated because it is just an idea that's kind of sort of floating about in my brain, and I really felt like I had to share it with you guys. So I would thank you very much in advance for any input you would have on that situation. The other thing that require your input on is something it's a bit random. It's not technically related to the channel. I had mentioned a couple of videos ago that my grandmother's 98th birthday is coming up. Now this is my awesome gran that's got an iPad and knows how to FaceTime and stuff. She is at home. She doesn't live in a care home. She stays by herself, and the pandemic's been quite tough on her. And someone had suggested trying to get together 98 birthday cards for her from you guys to just kind of make her feel, you know, that she's not alone. I have a better idea, and again, this requires your input. I was thinking, you know, the birthday card thing's quite awkward because they'd have to be posted and you guys would have to go and buy some, and some people are under lockdown restrictions like us and you can't really go anywhere. So my idea was if we could get together 98 pieces of art, so that could be something that you've coloured, something that you've drawn, something that you've painted. But if you've got something that you think my grandmother might enjoy, it could be something that you've done in the past. If you want to write a note and place it with the artwork and take a photograph of it, you can email it to me and then I could compile them all and give 98 of them to my gran for her birthday. I don't know what you guys think of that. I don't know if we would get 98 pieces of artwork to send to her. Our birthday is the end of February, so we've got like a whole month, and I would like to think that with 6,000 subscribers and the power of our little community that maybe 98 of you would be willing to share some of your artwork. If that's something that you're interested in and you think it's a good idea, you can let me know. I'll wait and see what kind of response I get to that before I give out details. Things that my gran likes, she likes to look at animals, she loves flowers. And the view out of her living room window is of the bay, so she likes sort of seascapes and things like that as well, and that's what she's used to looking at. So if you think you've got anything that would be pertinent or would fit that and you're willing to participate and, you know, send me an email with a, you know, a little note and a picture of your artwork, I think that would be amazing, and I know that my gran would really, really appreciate it because she is quite down just now. I think she's feeling a little bit isolated. So yeah, if you've got any comments on that as well, you can let me know down below. And I just think that would be an awesome little experiment and just really utilise the power of our community to do something good. Obviously I'm a bit biased because it's my gran, but she's awesome. She really is. She's a very, very cool lady. Okay, that's all the audience participation I need, so you can bugger off now if you don't want to listen to the rest of the rambling. Just a few other updates for you then. The recent situation with my P.O. box hasn't been all that good. I have been struggling to go and pick up my mail because the city is in a different county to where I live, and you're not supposed to leave, you know, your council area unless it's a necessity, and unfortunately my PO box doesn't come under that category. I've tried to get them to send mail up to me, they haven't been very responsive, but I've had a few other issues as well on top of the current situation, and it's just been a few things over time. So nearer the end of the year, I think it's about August time, I will be changing my PO box address. I want something closer by that I can go and physically pick up myself without having to drive for nearly an hour to go and get it. So I just wanted to make you aware of that in advance. Obviously all the information, because normally the PO box address is in the description under every video, and it's also dotted about various places on social media. I will make sure that all that's changed over. So that was just a bit of advance warning, but also to let those of you know who have sent things to the PO box, I will get it. I'm trying to set up some sort of system so that they'll just post my mail up to me on a monthly basis. They've not been very forthcoming with that, and it's another extra fee on top of the exorbitant amount of money that I pay them already. And I'm not really happy with the way things are going, and I think I can find something closer that's a bit more cost effective, and at the end of the day that's in everyone's interest, because that means more money for the cave and, you know, less money on things that we only, you know, that kind of like sit in the background. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm trying to think of the word for it. It's like, you know, it's there in the background all the time. It's like, oh, I don't know what the word is. Somebody tell me the word in the comments. So that's just a heads up for that. And also thank you to those of you who have sent things to my PO box. I will get to them. I think I'm up to date because you'll have seen the last haul video by the time this goes out, so I should be caught up and have thanked everyone and showcased everything that people have sent. If not, you've just missed out by the skin of your teeth, and we'll get you next time round. Something else that's coming up, but in the bit more of an immediate future, I did receive 2 sets of mid-price coloured pencils for Christmas. I received the Black Widow Monarch set, and I also received a set of Castle Art pencils. There will be full reviews coming up for those in the next couple of weeks. I am waiting with the Black Widows. I had a bit of an anomaly with them, and when I received the set I had a little look through them and I realised that I had 6 duplicate pencils. So I had like doubles of 6 colours, and obviously that means I'm missing other pencils in the set. It was a very, very odd situation, and I chatted with some of my friends in the Colouring Connection Facebook group, of which I'm a moderator. If you haven't checked that out and you do like to colour, I'll leave the link to that down in the description. They're a great bunch of people if you want to find like-minded people to share your colouring with. And I got some very good advice from them, and they told me to contact Black Widow directly. So I got in touch with Albert, who is the gentleman that runs the ship at Black Widow, and I explained to him what had happened and sent him pictures of the duplicate pencils, you know, all sitting together, which is this picture here. I got back to me straight away, and he is shipping out the ones that I am missing from the set, so I will not be doing a review on those until I have the full set of pencils. So it may be some time. The pencils are getting shipped from Australia. It takes a long time for things to get from Australia to here at the best of times, never mind pandemic situation. So I think we'll just have to sit tight with the Black Widows, but I promise you that review will be coming. It might just be a bit later down the line, but we will do the Castle Arts pencil review long before the Black Widows arrive, hopefully. Or not hopefully, maybe we do want them to arrive quicker. So talking about the stash shop now as well, I mentioned a little bit about that already with regards to where the money is going. I do have a massive amount of items that need to go up in the stash shop, and some of that is because you guys have so kindly donated your unwanted or unused art supplies, second-hand art supplies to me. I want you to know how grateful I am for that. It's such a thoughtful thing to do, and it really, really helps out the channel. You have no idea. So I would like to thank the people that have been kind enough to send me their unused art supplies. That's just absolutely amazing. But in addition to that, I also have something else that's quite exciting. I am beginning to stock some more unique items and some handmade items, and that will be a very gradual process, but those items will be there all the time. It's not going to be you know, there's only one of them or there's a limited stock of them. And the first candidate for this is going to be, I'm so excited to announce this, I will be stocking items from Julia K Art Studio. As you know, Julia and I have formed quite a good working relationship now, and I consider her a friend. Julia is Swedish and she has a YouTube channel where she vlogs about her art and her life, which is amazing to watch. She hand makes her own watercolour paint, and I'm a huge fan of her paints, and I'm going to be stocking some of her products in the stash shop on a permanent basis. So for those of you that are in the UK or maybe further afield where the postage might be better, then you will be able to buy a few bits and bobs from me on behalf of Julia. I'm not going to be stocking her full range of paints or anything like that, but I'm going to be having a few items here and there. So to get us started, I have her dot cards that she sells. So these are the little selection of the different paint series that she has made up, and they come on little cards like this, so you can experience her paints in a cheaper form than having to buy all the half pans separately, but you do get the full range that have come in that series. So there's 3 of those all together. If you'd like to check those out, then please keep an eye out on the stash shop, because they will be there in the next couple of weeks, and gives you a chance to try out Julia's paints. And if you find particular colours that you like, or particular paints that you just fall in love with, which happens to me every month when she brings out new paints, then you can head over to her Etsy store and buy the full size version without, you know, having to spend that money on a half pan plus the postage to begin with. Yeah, so you can check out the full range. As I say, there's 3 different sets of dot cards, so keep your eyes peeled for those over in the stash shop. I do have a stock of them, so don't panic about if you don't see them when they first come up, because they will be there. I promise you they will be there. It's quite an exciting little venture, and I wanted something that was available a lot of the time, and it's different with the second-hand art supplies, because obviously once they're gone, they're gone. So this just gives a little bit consistency, and also for people that just fancy trying out something new without having to spend a huge amount of money, it gives you the option to do that. There will be other items coming in from various other people, but it's very much in the planning stages. As always, Julia's really happy to be my guinea pig with things like this, and she was so happy to provide me with this, just to give us a chance to have a fuller stock in the shop. So that's quite exciting, and I hope that you will go over to the website, which is this address here, and check that out. In terms of the rest of the items, as in the used art supplies or the second-hand art supplies, it's quite time consuming to put them up on the website, and I have a lot of stuff, as I've said, to put up, but I'm going to do them in batches. I have to have the time, obviously, to be able to sit and photograph them and make it look as pretty as possible, so that you can see what everything is. It is quite a lengthy process, so I'm going to put them on in batches, but I will try not leave too much of a gap between each of the batches. And this has been bothering me, because it's like, how am I going to squeeze all this in, because I need good lighting as well to take the photographs. So I would encourage you as well to check back regularly if you are in the market for second-hand art supplies. I do tend to keep the prices very, very agreeable and very reasonable, and I'm sure that the people that have bought from the stash shop already will agree with that and testify to that. So there's such a huge range of things. There's pens, there's paints, there's pencils, there's lots of paint brushes, so there's going to be a really good variety of stuff, and I would like to try and keep these stock levels up as much as possible and keep the shop quite full and quite busy, so that at any given time someone could go on and there are a selection of things to choose from, rather than just putting up a few items and then within a day and a half they're gone, which is what has been happening up till now. So we've kind of been a victim of our own success with this, guys, but I am trying to build it up gradually now and make it more like a bona fide shop. But the second-hand art supplies, particularly the ones from the subscription boxes, will always still go on if it's something that I already own. Maybe it's something I don't care for, or something that maybe I have something similar to, or something that I simply just wouldn't use. Those items will always be added as I go. I'm not going to do anything else with them because that gives you guys a chance to try them, especially those of you who don't have access to the subscription boxes, or it's just a cost that you can't justify, you know, on a month-to-month basis. Okay guys, I think that's everything covered off. I don't think I've missed anything. I probably have, and I'll remember in about 3 hours time after I've edited the video and uploaded it. But just as always, thank you so much for your ongoing support. Thanks for sticking around and being the lovely supportive people that you are. It's always nice to have, you know, like a proper chat with you. Oh, that was the other thing. There is something else. I knew there was something else. An update on the internet upgrade situation. I have been in contact with the telecoms company that I'm dealing with, and we are scheduled to have our upgraded internet sometime in February. So what that means for the channel is that we can start talking about what we want to do with live streams. I do have a bit of tech set up to do, which is another learning curve for me. I have got the help of my brother, who is a total tech geek. So I'm hoping he's going to kind of remotely guide me through some of the hurdles that I might have to face. The other thing I will be looking for when it comes nearer the time is I will have to do a couple of test streams. So I'll be looking for beta testers. If that's something that you're interested in, you can get in touch with me via email if you'd like to volunteer your services once again to be a guinea pig. But I'll keep you posted and give you more details on that in due course. Having the extra bandwidth and having a more constant speed is going to be amazing because it cuts down the amount of time that I have to spend on the back end stuff with the videos, which leaves me more time to paint and more time for me to come up with stupid ideas of other things that we can do on the channel as well. So for one, I'm super excited about it. But I'm really looking forward to having that option of having a live stream, even if it's only once a month, to really connect with you guys, because I just feel there's still a little bit of a disconnect. And I know that you're all there and you're very good at commenting, and you know, I do feel like I know you, but I'm missing that last link in the chain. And I'm hoping that by having the ability to live stream, that's going to not change things, but is going to improve things in terms of my relationship with you guys, but also the relationships in amongst yourselves, if that makes sense. Yes, of course that makes sense. Yeah, so the relationships between you viewers to each other as well, because I'd like to continue to foster the lovely positive community that we've got here at the cave, because it's freaking awesome. Okay, that is me this time, I promise. I've got nothing else to say other than the fact that I'm freezing and I'm going for a bath now to heat myself up. So thank you for sticking around till the end if you've made it this far. And for the next video, we will be back to normal. We'll be back to a proper arty video, so I shall see you then. Have a good day, everyone. Bye for now.